Welcome to Travel On. Today I'm going to show you some of the lesser known cities in Europe that you should consider adding to your travel itinerary. These are beautiful cities that just don't get the attention that their more popular cousins get. Let's get into it. Bratislava, Slovakia. If you want to find a hidden gem that's not so hidden, search out Bratislava, Slovakia. Since it is the capital of Slovakia, it will have all the amenities for the modern traveler, but still retains that old world charm. It is definitely one of Europe's most underrated gems. Nestled along the Danube River and bordered by Austria and Hungary, it has medieval history, Baroque architecture, and yet a modern flair, without the crowds of more popular European cities. Just an hour from Vienna, Bratislava's compact old town is perfect for lazy strolls and getting lost. Wander cobblestone streets lined with cafes, quirky statues, and pastel-colored buildings. Don't be in a hurry. Enjoy the scenery. City highlights include the main square, the Old Town Hall, and St. Martin's Cathedral, where Hungarian kings were once crowned. Overlooking the city is the iconic Bratislava Castle, offering views of the Danube and the neighboring countryside. It doesn't matter if you stay for a day or explore longer, this hidden gem of a capital will surprise you. Nessebar, Bulgaria. Perched on a rocky peninsula along Bulgaria's Black Sea coast, Nessebar is one of the oldest towns in Europe, with a history that stretches back over 3,000 years. I love the way the old town sits on a small peninsula connected to the mainland by a narrow stretch of road. It creates this beautiful scene of stone ruins, wooden houses, and cobblestone alleys surrounded by the sea. Within these streets, you'll find early Christian basilicas, Byzantine churches, and traces of medieval Bulgarian civilizations. Nessebar delivers a slower, more soulful experience, one that appeals to history lovers, artists, or anyone looking to escape the tourist crowds. Bamberg, Germany. Tucked away in northern Bavaria, Bamberg is one of Germany's most beautifully preserved medieval towns, a fairy tale city built on 7 hills, where half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and centuries-old churches create a storybook atmosphere. At the heart of Bamberg is its old town. Because it was untouched by bombings during World War II, the city is full of architectural gems. As you wander through the narrow alleys, you might stumble upon Bamberg Cathedral with its 4 impressive towers. Don't miss the city's most iconic site, the Old Town Hall, dramatically perched on a bridge over the Regnitz River, adorned with vivid frescoes and surrounded by water on all sides. Even if you're coming in winter, you might enjoy a stop in Bamberg. It is a surprisingly charming town, and honestly, I'm more surprised by how few people I know have even heard of it. Bergamo, Italy. Ah yes, Bergamo. I almost didn't put it on here because it is a fairly popular city, but then again, I was surprised by how few of my friends have actually been here. Tucked away in the foothills of the Italian Alps, Bergamo is one of northern Italy's most underappreciated cities. Its dramatic hilltop old town deserves far more attention than it typically gets. Bergamo is easily reached by train under an hour from Milan, or just fly into Bergamo's own international airport, which is served by many low-cost European airlines. Bergamo's upper town is perched dramatically on a hilltop and encircled by 16th century Venetian walls. Cobblestone streets, terracotta rooftops, and views you soon won't forget await around every corner. Here, in the upper town, is where you'll find the stunning Piazza Vecchia, often called one of the most beautiful squares in Italy, flanked by elegant Renaissance buildings, charming cafes, and the impressive Civic Tower. Just steps away lies the Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica and the Colleoni Chapel, both breathtaking in detail and rich with history. The entire upper city feels like a relaxed, uncrowded, and deeply authentic living museum. Despite this, Bergamo has managed to avoid the crowds that descend on Milan, Florence, or Venice. It offers all the romance of a classic Italian city without the rush. Irkutsk, Siberia. Our next gem is really hidden away, like good luck trying to find it hidden away. It sits just above the Mongolian border in Siberia, Russia. The town is Irkutsk, and it's almost as hard to say as it is to find. And for most of you watching this, it's probably even prohibited. I kid you not, Irkutsk is called the Paris of Siberia, and is an unusually captivating city that blends Russian history, Siberian culture, and natural wonder all in one place. Best known as the gateway to Lake Baikal, the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake that is only 70 kilometers away, the city itself offers much more than just a jumping-off point. It's full of character, charm, and a surprising amount of elegance. You'll discover ornate Siberian wooden architecture, colorful churches, and bustling markets. While it is remote, Irkutsk is a key stop along the famous Trans-Siberian Railway, making it easily accessible from Moscow with only a 4 to 5 day train ride. This is truly an off-the-beaten-path adventure. If you're looking to see a different side of Russia, one that's soulful, wild, and less political, Irkutsk is well worth the journey. And while you may not be allowed to visit Irkutsk, you are absolutely allowed to hit those like and subscribe buttons. In fact, it's encouraged. It helps push my channel out to wider audiences, and really, look at my numbers. I really would like more people to see these videos. Bilbao, Spain. Tucked into Spain's Basque country, Bilbao is a city that's distinctly Spanish, yet uniquely its own. Its old town is a maze of narrow streets filled with pincho bars, shops, and centuries-old buildings. Try Basque-style tapas and soak in the city's authentic soul. Wander the streets that will be surprisingly less crowded than Spain's more popular tourist destinations. Basque culture is on display in Bilbao, and the language, music, food, everything feels proudly different here. With its vibrant art scene, incredible food, welcoming locals, and beautiful setting, Bilbao gives you a travel experience that's sophisticated, yet relaxed at the same time. It can feel like a city, but it's also surprisingly close to amazing nature walks and bike rides. It may not be as internationally famous as Madrid or Barcelona, but that's exactly what I liked the most. Bilbao is Spain, the way Spain used to be. Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sitting in the heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina is the town of Mostar. The town is best known for its iconic 16th century Ottoman bridge, aptly named Old Bridge. Wandering through Mostar's old town feels like stepping back in time. Cobbled alleys lined with Ottoman-style shops and cafes eventually lead you to the famous Old Bridge, where I'm told locals dive into the river from the top. I personally prefer to just check out the views from the bridge, especially at sunset. Beyond the bridge, you'll see mosques, churches, and remnants of the Bosnian War side by side, and scars from the 1990s conflict. Nuremberg, Germany. This next hidden gem is actually hidden in plain sight. Almost everyone has heard of it. It's famous. But oddly, I know very few people who have actually visited Nuremberg, Germany. This town is not what I was expecting. The cultural medieval charm of this town took me by surprise. I did a video earlier about towns that appear to be forgotten in time, and I'm amazed I didn't put this on the list. At first glance, Nuremberg will steal your heart with its fairy tale old town, encircled by medieval walls and crowned by the imposing Kaiserberg Castle. Cobblestone streets wind past half-timbered houses, Gothic churches, and bustling market squares. Castles, Christmas markets, history, or even the hearty Bavarian cuisine, Nuremberg is worth consideration. It's less crowded than Germany's bigger cities, but every bit as fascinating. Sopron, Hungary. Tucked along Hungary's western border near Austria, Sopron is a beautifully preserved medieval town. Just 1 hour from Vienna and about 2 hours from Budapest, Sopron is a perfect escape from the hustle of larger cities. Explore the cobbled streets of Sopron's old town, and you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Highlights include the Firewatch Tower, offering panoramic views, and the Goat Church, a Gothic gem that has hosted kings and emperors over the centuries. Sopron is a town where guests often find more than they expected. Viljandi, Estonia. Tucked into the rolling hills of southern Estonia, Viljandi is a hidden treasure that offers a quiet, scenic escape from the country's bigger cities, which is perfect if you're trying to experience Estonia's authentic countryside. Viljandi's biggest attraction is the ruins of its medieval castle that now serves as a backdrop for picnics, open-air concerts, and long strolls along walking trails with sweeping views of the lake below. In summer, the area buzzes with activity as locals and visitors gather for boat rides, lakeside swims, and festivals. Wander through Viljandi's cobbled streets and you'll find colorful wooden houses, cafes, and parks. The pace is slower here, but the experience is rich, ideal for those wanting a more relaxed and meaningful connection to Estonia's history and people. Bayonne, France. Tucked into the heart of the French Basque Country, just a short drive from the glitz of Biarritz and the rolling hills of the Pyrenees, Bayonne offers a rich cultural experience that's often overlooked by travelers. But those who take time to explore this historic riverside town are rewarded with a uniquely French and distinctly Basque experience. The train from Paris was about 4 hours, but here's the thing. Bayonne is only 15 minutes from France's famous beach resort, Biarritz. You could make it a twofer and schedule time for both. With its colorful half-timbered houses, winding streets, and riverside promenades, the old town feels like stepping into a medieval fair. A series of charming stone bridges connect the two sides of the city and make great photos to send home, especially if you can squeeze in the Bayonne Cathedral with its Gothic spires. Beyond the architecture, Bayonne's heartbeat is Basque spirit. This is a place where people still speak the Basque language, where traditional festivals fill the streets with music and dance, and where food is a way of life. It may not be as famous as Biarritz or Bordeaux, but it does capture the heart of the region like few places can. Donostia, Spain. If you're in Spain and trying to get to San Sebastian, but end up in Donostia, it's all right. They're the same place. Tucked along Spain's northern coast in the Basque Country, Donostia has golden beaches, world-famous cuisine, and a distinct identity. Donostia is easy to reach, yet feels like a world apart. At its heart is La Concha Bay, which seems well suited for swimming, sunbathing, or a seaside stroll. Framed by hills and promenades, it often ranks high on lists of the most beautiful urban beaches in the world. Surfers find water a little more suited to them up the road a little bit. Old Town will tempt you with pinchos, small flavorful bites served in nearly every bar. Food is reason enough to visit Donostia. The city claims to have more Michelin stars per capita than anywhere else in the world. Surrounded by mountains and the Bay of Biscay, Donostia also serves as a scenic base for hiking and coastal exploration. Whether you come for the food, the beaches, or the Basque spirit, Donostia is worth it. And you know what else is worth it? Hitting the like and subscribe buttons. At least it's worth it to me and all you wonderful people who watch these videos. Thank you in advance. Ohrid, Macedonia. Tucked along the shores of a shimmering lake and backed by forested hills, Ohrid is one of the most captivating and culturally rich destinations in the Balkans. Though less well known than cities like Dubrovnik or Athens, Ohrid offers a somewhat similar experience at a fraction of the cost and without the crowds. At the heart of Ohrid is Lake Ohrid, one of Europe's oldest and deepest lakes. The town itself is a delight to explore with stone alleyways, traditional Ottoman-era houses, and amazing views everywhere you look. The Church of St. John at Caneo, dramatically overlooking the lake, is a highlight. Other highlights include the ancient Roman theater, the Samuel's Fortress, and the Monastery of St. Naum, located further along the lake's southern shore. You can go swimming in crystal clear waters, walk down medieval streets, enjoy fresh caught trout, or go sailing at sunset. Ohrid is a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Trakai, Lithuania. I've mentioned Trakai before in other videos, and it still amazes me as to just how many people are not familiar with it. So I've included it here. Again, let this be your sign. Trakai is just 19 miles west of Lithuania's capital and is one of the most picturesque and historically rich destinations in the Baltics. Easily reached in under an hour, Trakai is the perfect day trip, or even better, a peaceful overnight escape from the city of Vilnius. Trakai Island Castle, originally built in the 14th century, was once the home of Lithuanian dukes and a strategic stronghold of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. It is one of the most iconic views in all of Lithuania. In winter, the castle and its frozen surroundings offer a magical snowy scene perfect for ice skating or cozy fireside cafes. Charming, peaceful, and full of history, Trakai offers a striking contrast to Lithuania's urban centers. Nafplio, Greece. Nafplio, sometimes spelled Naplion, is a romantic and historic seaside town. Tucked along the Peloponnesian coast, it's just 2 hours from Athens, making it an easy and rewarding escape from the capital. Its old town is wonderful, a maze of narrow alleys draped in bougainvillea, lined with Phoenician, Ottoman, and neoclassical buildings. Sitting above the town is the Palamidi Fortress, an 18th century fort with 999 steps. Or you could just drive since there is a road as well. The views of the Argolic Gulf are great, and you can even see the Burzi Castle perched on a tiny island just off the coast. The waterfront promenade is perfect for evening strolls, and the town's tavernas offer traditional Greek cuisine and fresh seafood with a view. Nafplio is one of Greece's best-kept secrets, but maybe not for long, so maybe you should add this to your list. Aachen, Germany. Tucked into Germany's far western corner near the borders of Belgium and the Netherlands, Aachen was once home to Charlemagne's favorite residence and the heart of the Holy Roman Empire. Aachen Cathedral is one of Europe's oldest cathedrals, built by Charlemagne in the 8th century. Here, German kings were coronated for over 600 years. Aachen is also famous for its healing thermal waters with thermal pools, saunas, and wellness treatments that trace their roots back to Roman times. Sounds pretty good to me, especially if you've been out walking the day before. It doesn't matter if you've come because of the city's royal history, or its charming old town, or the relaxing spa culture. Aachen is a rich and rewarding experience. With its walkable center, warm hospitality, and location at the crossroads of Europe, it's an ideal destination for a weekend getaway or a deeper dive into the heart of German and European heritage. Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Plovdiv, one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited cities, is located in south-central Bulgaria. Set across 7 hills, Plovdiv is best known for its remarkably preserved Roman amphitheater, still used today for concerts and festivals. The old town is a maze of cobbled streets and 19th century houses, turned into museums, galleries, and even guest houses, all perched above the city with views of the surrounding plains. The Kapana district, a former craftsman's quarter turned into a creative hub, has cafes, art studios, independent shops, and even some nightlife. Plovdiv is smaller and more relaxed than Sofia or the Black Sea resorts, but it offers a more soulful glimpse into Bulgaria's cultural heart. Plovdiv is a city that invites you to slow down, wander, and fall in love. Omis, Croatia. Tucked between towering cliffs and the turquoise waters of the Adriatic, Omis is one of Croatia's best-kept secrets, a small coastal town that punches far above its weight class. Located just 30 minutes south of Split, Omis is an easy day trip or a perfect peaceful alternative to the bustling Dalmatian hotspots. Historically, medieval pirates made a stronghold here, but now it's a center for ziplining, whitewater rafting, canyoning, and kayaking. And if that's too active for you, the river also provides calm stretches for paddleboarding and scenic boat rides. Above the town, the Fortica Fortress gives great views of the coastline and nearby islands. The Mirabella Fortress offers a shorter climb and equally stunning views. In town, Omis has all the hallmarks of a traditional old town: stone alleyways, old churches, and town squares, all set against a dramatic mountain backdrop. Omis also boasts some of the sandier beaches along Croatia's mostly pebbled coast, making it more family-friendly. The main town beach is shallow and calm, ideal for swimming, sunbathing, or wading into the water with little ones. Uppsala, Sweden. Just 70 kilometers from Stockholm is Uppsala. One of the oldest cities in Scandinavia, Uppsala used to be the spiritual center of the Viking civilization. Uppsala Cathedral, the largest church in Scandinavia, is an incredible Gothic church from the 13th century where you can pay respects to Swedish kings, saints, and scholars who lay in rest there. The botanical gardens are pretty impressive if you're there in the warmer seasons. Wander through the cozy streets and you'll find cafes, pubs, and small independent boutiques. The river is lined with pedestrian paths, perfect for a stroll or bike ride. In the warmer months, open-air patios and picnics in the parks are popular, while winter transforms Uppsala into a Nordic wonderland with festive markets and candlelit traditions. Szeged, Hungary. Nestled in Hungary's flat southern plains near the Serbian border, Szeged is a welcoming place full of Art Nouveau beauty and rich history. After a catastrophic flood in 1879, the city was rebuilt in Art Nouveau style. Don't miss the majestic Szeged Synagogue, one of the largest in the world and a masterpiece of Hungarian secession-style architecture. Towering over Dome Square, the votive church and Donostia Tower offer great views. Every summer, Szeged transforms with its legendary open-air festival, staging opera, ballet, and musicals against the cathedral backdrop, culminating in magical evenings under the stars. A good day would include a stroll or bike ride along the Tisza River Promenade. Less crowded than Budapest, Szeged is a memorable destination that feels both relaxed and rich in character. And that's it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. It really does help the YouTube algorithm push my channel out to a wider audience. And if you look at my numbers, you can see I'd really like a wider audience. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and until then, stay safe and travel on.